Hey YouTube. Today, or I should say tonight, I want to show you how to make some ordinary common pine boards look like reclaimed barn boards or reclaimed wood. So what I've done is I've got some 1x6 boards. I just went up to the home center and got them. I got 1x6x8s. I cut 3 4-foot sections out, and I've attached them to my sawhorses with some finish nails so that they won't move around, because I'm going to be distressing the wood with tools and I don't want to have clamps in my way. So that's where we're at right now. The wood's been cut and it's just ready for me to start doing the distressing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take an angle grinder with a cupped wire wheel, a knotted wire wheel on it, and I'm going to go along the edges and knock the edges down, and I'm going to knock the ends down real good. Then I'm going to come in with the angle grinder and I'm going to run it along the grain, and where there's dark grain, I'm going to try and clean out the lighter stuff in between it a little bit to give it a worn, weathered look. After that, we'll go in and I may hit it with a hammer or some chains, and then I'm going to take an awl, scratch awl, which is like a sharp pointed tool for those of you that don't know, and I'm going to dig it into the wood and I'm going to make some wormholes in it. Basically what I'm trying to do is copy what old barn wood or old reclaimed wood would look like after it had been sitting out for years in the weather or in the elements. One of the reasons why I'm doing this is because if you try to pick up reclaimed wood, it's incredibly expensive. The prices that I've seen, it goes for $6 to $8 a linear foot. That would be for something like this. But I've seen the finished reclaimed wood, like a 2-foot shelf section. It was 2 foot, I think, by maybe 10 or 12 inches, which is basically pretty much almost what we're going to have here when I put 2 of these together. And one company was selling that for $100 or $100 and some dollars. And then a 4-foot section they were selling for around $200. So it gives you an idea, you know, me messing around and doing what I'm doing, in the end I could be doing a project that would retail for somewhere around $300, $200-300, if I do it right and it looks good. So anyways, we're going to get started on it. Just wanted to give you an overview. Right here is a knotted cupped wheel. You can see the knots on it, how the wire is knotted like that, and it's cupped. I've removed the safety guard on this so that I can get access to it. I'm going to be wearing some heavy duty gloves and safety glasses, but just wanted to show you what it looks like before I get started. Alright, so now that I've got the wood distressed, I want to start putting some stain on it. We're going to do 2 coats in tonight. I may try and get the 3rd one on. We'll see. Yeah, I think I'll have time. We'll try and get a 3rd one in. So I've got 3 cans of stain here. Varathane from Home Depot. The first one is Summer Oak. The next one's called Kona, K-O-N-A. And the 3rd one is Weathered Gray. So I'm going to put this on, and then I'm going to splotch this on, and then I'm going to finish it with this one. And if I do it right, it should come out looking like a weathered board. Alright, so here's a close-up of them. You see, I tried to distress it and make it just look like a barn board. This right here, I cut in with a knife to make it look like it had a crack in it. I did a couple of those. And then these were just done with the angle grinder, just kind of showing some of the grain, pulling it out. Alright, let's get the stain on it. Alright, so here's the finished product. It's the one on the left. The board on the far right is what we started with, which is just inexpensive common board. That one's been cut in half. I actually got twice that length, so 8-foot length of board for around $5. The two boards in the center here, these two right here, are the second step of the staining process, where you have the base stain put down, and then you take the next one, the Kona, that darker stain, you make splotches with it and rub it into the grain at certain points just to make it look indiscriminate with it. There's no pattern to follow. You're just doing this to make it look like it's got some dark areas, so that when you go ahead and put the gray on top and then wipe the gray off, some of those dark areas will flash through and it'll show in the grain and make things pop a little differently. Hey, I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed doing this video. I really enjoyed working with the wood and just working with my hands. Sometimes I don't get to do it as much as I used to, and it was nice to get back into it again and actually create something. I'm very happy with the result. I have not done this before. It was something I was trying out, and it came out very good. Alright, well, we're going to wrap this up here. So as always, I hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.